Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. The first time I seen this, I've been wanting to get over here and try to start this. This is a 12V71 Detroit. I say a 12V71, it might be a not a 71 series, but it's a 12-cylinder Detroit engine. He says running when parked, air compressor works good, but I don't know. There's a lot of things that's deteriorated on this thing over the years. Yeah. I don't see any wasp nest, which is a good thing. And I'm hopefully this one a start. 8,021 hours on it. Just getting broke in. But the first thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to fight all this right here. I'm going to try to get it moved out. That back tire is bad. It's blown out, been sitting so long. So there's the pintle hook hiccup right there. I'm going to go get his backhoe, and hopefully I can get it swung out here and kind of get it in this area here. And if it pulls pretty good, might move it somewhere else that's not in knee-high grass. Y'all stand by. We'll see how this goes. I don't know what he was working on there. I'll try to move some of this aluminum out of the way. If there's any yellow jackets in there, they're out of there now. Just set right here. Well, not a boat trailer. That thing's got a little, I don't know what it was. That's pretty loose and heavy. But hey, I can get on this side now. Sure can. God, look at there. There's the batteries right there. Well, let's see. It's got to be a 24 volt to sling this thing. Got to be. Move this out of the way. Yeah, it's to be a 24 volt system. I don't believe this is a 71 series. I hope this thing ain't locked up. That's That exhaust over there is open. I don't know. But hey, you got to try them. And this is now is much easier to get to. See the rain coming right on it. All right, there's a moment of truth. Uh-oh. See, there's the full mark. I believe that was way up there. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. 2 inches over full. Probably have some water right on the bottom. I'm not going to try to bust it off. I'm just going to stick a couple of batteries in it and see if it's locked up, stuck. And then I'll go through the process of getting the oil, water off the bottom of the oil, getting some fuel, and we're going to know. Not put power over there to that. I'm assuming that's going to go to the starter button over there where you switch on. I've got, oh boy, I'm going to have to get there. Too small. Let me go see if I got a bigger one. May have to. May have to use these after all. Alright, this is running to a disconnect. Runs over there, then runs right back to here. So I'm going to rob one of those cables off the disconnect. Alright, there's that one. It's off. I have got a bigger cable to fit that. I'm going to get the batteries. I'll get them all hooked up and I'll bring y'all back. This is one I had in the truck. It had a big enough end on it. Alright, let's get this thing. We'll find out if it's going to cooperate or not. I hope it does. If it don't, I'm gonna count the backhoe as a successful will it start. Well, that does a good job there now. Hopefully don't get old Sparky here. Nope. No Sparky. This is all hooked up. I can see it turning too, but I'm gonna let y'all look. About to bump it over, baby. It's not locked up. Yep. It spun. This thing got a manual release and I'm not turning that thing. That could be it. I believe the engine's stuck because look right there, that piece is turned, you know, might have just started, might have just puked. But anyway, it was loose back there turning, and now I guess that's just a clutch ethics. It's going so fast. But maybe it's turning through that. Maybe that's a dampener or something. I believe the trouble's in the back. I really do. I think that's going to be the trouble, is why it's not turning it over. I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to... That's a lot to turn, and I guess that's why you have these big batteries in there, and that's a hefty starter that would spin all that. Let's see if this rack is stuck. It's right in there, it gets fast. Alright. Well, whew, that does not look bad, does it? Definitely tell that injector's stuck. Stick my pinky under there. I'm gonna take this rack off. I'm gonna take this rack off and just see how many stuck. Well, it's the next day. I had about all I could stand yesterday. Wasn't too bad weather, but I'm having trouble getting this fuel rack. I'm calling it a fuel rack. I hope I'm calling it right. Getting to that boat right there on that back side, simply because of this water. I get water, but it looks like it just goes on 4 cylinders. But anyways, but that's not there on them other ones, and you can just get right to it. But this is causing me some difficulty. But on this side, I'm about to go do the other side now. Just on this side, 4 of these injectors were stuck. These are the only 2 that weren't stuck. It would have been a mess. This thing started off with 4 here. But yeah, I went by Harbor Freight. I'll show you. I bought this pry bar to get up under the injectors and pop them out, and I'm gonna pour some Marble Mystery Oil down each and every one of them and see if we can't get it unstuck. I'm gonna drain the water out of the oil tank. I plan on getting all that done once sitting here a little while with some Marble Mystery Oil. I'm not sure that that's not locked up causing the trouble either. So if anybody, well, if it don't happen, and if it's still stuck, if anybody's in the comment can tell me how to free this thing up without the engine having to turn it and all that, I would have thought it had an air clutch or something on it. I can't imagine that, trying to turn that and it pumping air. Just don't know. All right, enough of the blabbering. I'm gonna try to get this these injectors out and get started. This is the only way that I could figure out how to get on it, and this is taking some time. It just gives you no room between to get this boat. Takes all my concentration, but quarter at the time. I think I finally got it. I got the rack loose enough to get this on there and hopefully get this out of here. Nope. Oh boy, that was a booger. Telling you, a booger. I dropped my socket, guys, and that thing come off there and went right in that little old hole right there, that drain hole. Unbelievable. But with this magnet, I got it. And I pulled the screw out of that same hole. I mean, if you drop something right there, it's going in there. For me, it did. All right, that was a little difficult, but we got it. Let's see about these injectors. right, this is going to be basically rinse and repeat. I'm going to take these fuel lines off. I'm going to fight to get that bolt off right there off the rail. And I'll bring y'all back when I get to the injectors and see if they're stuck. I'm an hour and a half. Have not got this last bolt out yet, but that one's stuck. That one's not. That one's stuck. That one's stuck. That one's not. I forget which one I was on. That one's not. That one's stuck. Alright, hooking back up the battery. I'm just gonna bump. I ain't. Let's see if it pushes anything. Gonna be in that. Patrick asked me, said, "You need a blanket?" I said, "No, I'm good, thank you much." He just threw it in the truck anyway. And oh man, ain't it something how you always hit your scabs? Always. But anyway, I'm glad he did. This thing's been a lifesaver. I tell you what, it was a snake or a wasp nest under here. I don't know. Well, I was on it just a minute ago. I didn't know what size socket to bring, so I just bought an adjustable. And I'm not right under it neither, so I'll bring y'all back just a minute. Oh boy. Here's water coming out first. Yuck. Oh yeah, we on oil now. We on oil. Oh boy. I was gonna stop. I was. I knew better. I knew it didn't take that much. I used half of that over. I spilled more than I wanted to, but I didn't spill that much. Wow. I ain't spilled none in that one. That thing held a lot. Go hear it going down. When we drained it. Yeah, we got quite a bit. We are just a tad over the full mark. Right there's where we're at, and there's the full. We brought it down a long way. Guys, I'm gonna come to a stopping point right now. If you can help me to let me know if I can actually somehow disconnect this air compressor, if that's the problem. I'm not saying it's not stuck on the engine, but also I can't see anywhere back in there that I can. I don't even know what to do. If that's locked up, or you just out of luck unless you just take it off the back of the engine. Need a little help, please, sir. And I don't even know what make this is. Thank y'all for watching. If you know what I need to do besides quit YouTube and will it starts, let me know. And remember, don't be wily.